오늘 할 게임 호그와트 레거시 한번 해보도록 하겠습니다. 여기서 계속하기 수락 로그인 건너뛰기. 아마 이대로 가도 될 거야. 내가 해놨었어. 설정은 해놨어. 기대된다. 재밌었으면 좋겠다. 수락. 기아가 호그와트 마법학교에 5학년으로 입학하게 되었다는 걸 알려드리게 되어서 기쁩니다. 학기는 9월 1일부터 시작될 예정입니다. 저희가 준비한 예비 지원 물품은 성으로 오는 길에 지급될 것입니다. 아시다시피 미성년 마법사 행동 제한 법령에 의해 17살이 되지 않은 마법사들은 학교 밖에서 마법을 사용할 수가 없습니다. 하지만 마법부는 특별한 상황을 고려하여 기숙사 배정일에 맞춰 런던에서 성으로 오기 전까지 엘리자 피그 교수 지도하에 마법 연습을 하는 것을 허용하기로 했습니다. 이만 줄이겠습니다. 교감 위즐리 교수. 헉! 위즐리 교수 나오는 분 아니야? 나 역해 할까 남캐 할까? 골라줘 봐봐. 역해 할까 남캐 할까? 역해? 근데 나 커마 잘 못하는데. 아니 커마를 잘 못해가지고 좀 일단 기본 외형이 좀 이쁜 친구로 해야 될 것 같거든요. 이 친구 머리 스타일 이 친구가 마음에 드네요. 이 친구로 해볼까요? 여기서 오. 근데 외국은 약간 여기가 턱이 각진 거? 되게 좋아하더라. 섹시하다고 느낀다고 하더라고. 우리는 되게 달걀상처럼 캬름한 거 좋아하잖아. 근데 여기는 약간 턱이 있는 약간 각진 걸 좋아하더라고. 피부색. 오, 뭐야, 이쁘다, 이거. 이거 피부 색깔 이쁘다. 안경. 역시 안경은. 안경은 안 할래요. 하고. 오, 머리 색깔. 그냥 검은색. 그냥 검은색 하겠습니다. 캠을 잠깐만 치울까? 뭔가 잘 안 보이는 것 같아, 님들한테. 살짝만 줄일까? 이렇게? 검화할 때만? 머리. 앞머리. 앞머리 없는 게 이쁜 얼굴형이네요, 이거는. 이 머리도 이쁘다. 이 머리도 되게 이쁘다. 그치. 이 머리 아니면은 난 긴 머리를 좋아하니까 이거 아니면 이거. 근데 이거 뒷모습만 보게 되나요? 그럼 나 이걸로 할래. 내가 보게 될 게 결국에 뒷모습이면은 난 이거 할래. 이 머리 이쁜 것 같아. 옆모습도 이쁘고 뭐 앞모습도 괜찮은 것 같아. 이쁘다. 그리고 죽은 깨미점. 이건 피부 외형? 그냥 이거 하자. 안 할래. 그거 없어? 해리포터 흉터? 해리포터 흉터 여기 있지 않아? 눈썹 쪽에? 그게 없네. 점 없이 할 수도 있고, 여기 콧잔등 전체 점. 헉! 매력점이다. 아, 그래도 주인공 흉터는 있을 줄 알았는데. 아, 이거 라미콩점 없네. 까비. 입술점 있으면 하려고 그랬는데 없네요. 아, 입술점이 없네. 이쪽에 하나 이렇게 똑 합시다. 이쪽에. 네, 좀 크다. 살짝만 작았으면 더 좋았을 것 같은데. 아, 뭐가 이렇게 많지? 눈색. 갈색 눈? 이것보다 조금만 더 어두운 갈색은 없나? 아쉽네. 그냥 이걸로 해야겠다. 눈썹 색도 그대로 가고, 눈썹 모양 지금 세 번째. 오케이, 외워도. 깔끔. 이런 눈썹을 아치형이라고 하나요? 이거는 일자가 아니네. 내려가네. 허! 모나리자. 이거는 이것도 뭐야? 갈매기 눈썹 뭔데? 가운데 밀어주고 싶어. 그랬지. 이거 라미콘 눈썹이다. 저 요쪽에 딱 이거 눈썹이 요쪽에 안 나거든요. 옛날에 여기 피어싱 한 적이 있는데 그때 여기가 상해가지고 그 후로부터 요쪽에 눈썹이 안 나. 이 눈썹으로 해야겠다. 오케이. 아, 잠깐만. 뭔가 전체적으로는 별론데? 아씨. 눈썹 없으니까 별로네? 전체적으로 좀 별로라서 그냥 일반 눈썹 할게요. 안 예쁘네. 음성.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
음색도 있어.
That was quite something. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about. I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you. It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
잘 들어봐.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
이건 좀 기계음인데?
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about. That was quite something.
이게 기계로 진짜 이거 기계로 뭔가 입힌 것 같은 목소리가 난다. 3번이 제일 그냥 보통 목소리인 것 같아, 톤이.
That was quite something.
그냥 3번으로 하자, 이거는. 난이도를 선택하세요. 혹시 이거 어렵나요? 쉬움, 보통. 보통 해도 되겠지? 이름을 지으세요? 그레인저. 헤르미온느 해야겠다. 라미온느. 좋았어. 라미온느 그레인저로 가겠습니다. 마법사. 게임 내 다른 사람들이 본인을 부르는 호칭 또한 결정합니다. 마녀로 해도 될까요? 마녀로 한번 해보자.
It appears we are
자막크기
almost
키우고
ready to
싶다.
depart.
설정 없던데.
It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand
아,
wand.
나
You'll
새지팡이
be a
아니야?
force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
응?
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatregoers in the West End.
극장으로 잘못 갔다 왔나
It's
봐.
been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
가자!
Ages since I'd been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
따단. 줄이 없는데? 그러고 보니까 말도 없잖아? 엄마야, 뭐야? 이제 다시 키울게요, 캠. 말도 없고 줄도 없고. 소리 너무 크면은 말씀해 주세요. 좀 큰가? 음악 소리를 좀 줄이면 될 것 같기도 하고. 목소리는 괜찮았는데.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland. Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a fifth year.
잠깐만, 이름이.
Extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other fifth years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you
아, 너무
couldn't have
늦게
asked for a
입학한
better
거
mentor.
아니야?
Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far
아,
up the
이제 막
ministry.
시작했어요.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat
만록이란
Ranrock
거군요.
really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I
Oh.
believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received
미리암은
this.
죽었나 봐.
It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's the glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
헉, 나만 보인다.
Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We did.
아, 놀래. 어? 잠깐만. 저 사람 죽은 거야, 그러면? 그리고
Give me your hand!
와우. 아이 귀여워. 깜짝아.
Are you alright?
잡았나
You're
열쇠?
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
오. G를 누르라. 아, 마차 몰던 그 동물은 죽음을 본 사람만 볼 수 있는
Poor
동물.
George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
미친놈이네.
Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key.
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
아, 열쇠는 닿았구나.
I'm feeling better, sir. If you'd like to look around a bit.
I would.
난 교수님이
But stay
순간이동 한 줄.
We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
난 교수님이 한 줄 알았어. 이거 잠깐만요. 이거 사운드 조절만. 어우 밝아. 눈부셔. 오, 우와.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
port key was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason.
하지만
And I
조지는
believe
죽었는 걸.
that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may
근데
be.
다리가 끊겨 있어가지고 저거 마법으로는 할 수가 없나?
Mind your step.
Where do you suppose your wife got the port key that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time.
그 고대 마법을
Hogwarts Castle was built by
찾아보다가 뭘
and
알게
is
됐나
itself
보지?
a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the port key, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
여기요?
But, sir, why was your
Oh.
wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
오, 마법으로 열어주세요.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing.
내가 하나 봐.
Focus on the center.
오, 기본 주문. 잠금 해제되었습니다. 이거를 얘를 어떻게? 오. 아, 물리네.
Excellent.
나름 물리네, 물리. 당신의 카메라를 사용하여 마우스로 활성화된 대상을 선택하세요. 아, 저렇게 다 이렇게, 아. 어우 깜짝아.
That
Oh.
was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
이렇게 이제 테두리가 생김. 길이 없는데요?
Ah, up there.
에? 근데 이런 거
We're close
깨부순다고 해서
now.
뭘
It's
주진
just
않네.
ahead.
우와 바람 봐라.
Steady yourself. Reparo.
우와! 역시 교수님. 이야. 그러니까 복구 마법인 것 같은데? 나도 저런
Almost
큰
there.
마법 쓰고 싶다. 벽화가 있네요, 저기.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
오! 무슨 동상이 있어, 여기. 미니맵은 당신을 중심으로 주변 환경을 보여줍니다. 목표 지점은 노란색 포인트로 보이고 V를 길게 눌러 자세한 케이스 정보를 보거나 숨길 수 있습니다. V. 여기에 흰색 점이 있다.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
타로 카드다. 카드점을 보셨나봐. 저쪽으로는 가려면
Professor, this statue.
This may have been his home.
벽화에 있던 그 사람인가? 부셔.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking?
이거 안 물어보고 막 해도 되나?
What's this? Professor Fig!
그치, 물어봐. 안에 뭐가 있는데, 여기? 뭐야, 오셨습니까? 깜짝 놀래라.
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
들어왔다. 고블린을 깨우기. 고블린? 여기에 자고 있네.
Hello?
떡떡떡.
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh,
왜 우리를 보고 놀라지?
wait a minute.
Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank.
오,
Vault number
그린고츠.
12, I presume.
Precisely.
The key?
Your wife's
그거.
portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
This way, then.
Stay close.
After you.
재밌겠다. 너무 재밌어 보인다, 이거. 나도 사고 싶어.
Keep your hands inside the carts if you don't wish to lose them.
어머. 근데 옆으로 가네. 어지러울 것 같은데.
In Gringotts.
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what?
아니.
That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a
마법
security
주술.
measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12
wow.
was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
제일 안쪽에 있대. 안녕하세요.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
경미호 무섭게 생겼다. 무섭게 생겼는데?
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank.
용이랑
Rare
똑같은
anyone
빛?
goes there anymore.
저 사람도 나쁜 사람인 거 아니야, 그러면?
Here we are.
이 소리는? 따단, 따다단. 이거
When was the
해리포터.
last time this vault was
완전
accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for
제일
hundreds
유명한
of years.
그 멜로디 아니야?
In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today.
오, 12번. 나 이거 그것도 있어. LP판 해리포터.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
들어가겠습니다. 와, 되게 쾌쾌한
What
냄새
do you
날 것 같아.
suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait!
그냥 여기까지만.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
레벨?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
아, 영화도 안 봤는데 왜 LP를 갖고 있냐고? 노래는 좋잖아. 해리포터 노래는 좋잖아. 그래서 샀지. 지팡이 균형을 잡고 문양의 경로를 따라가며 주문을 익히세요. 문양의 경로에서 버튼이 표시된 지점에 도달했을 때 해당되는 버튼을 누르면 동작을 빠르게 할 수 있습니다. 아, 이거 따라가는 게 누르면 되는 건가? 어떻게 가는 거지? 잠깐만. 이걸로 경로를 정하는 거고, 이 마우스로 하고 스페이스바를 누르고. 근데 이거 여기 스페이스바 아니야? 아, 이렇게 돌아가니까. 야, 어려운데? 잠깐만. 오케이. 잠깐 더. 이렇게 빨라. 생각보다 너무 빠른데? 제발. 됐다. 아씨, 어려워. R은 레벨리오를 시전합니다. 레벨리오.
There, I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol
한
again.
번만 하면 되나 봐.
I don't suppose you see a way to...
R로
I
쉽게
do,
되네.
Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw in the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
넵.
Lumos!
빈마법이구나. 루모스.
This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
R 써봐도 되나요, 교수님?
Revelio.
아닌가 봐. 그냥 가까이만 붙어 있으라는데. 레벨리.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
오씨, 바닥 사라지는 거 아니야? 물인데 약간?
Lumos! What happened?
사람?
When I moved towards the
뭐야?
glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
조각상.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
그러면 얘를 어떻게 해줘야 되지?
Revelio.
I presume this is what
Oh.
you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
맞게 움직여봐요.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
오케이. 이게 나는 얘로 방향만 잡아주면 되는 건 줄 알았는데 같이 이렇게 올라가는 게 맞는 거지? 이게 마우스도 같이 이렇게 짜자자자. 여기서 이렇게 착. 오케이. 루모스. 자동으로 주문 세트에 추가되었습니다. 루모스는 들고 있는 지팡이의 끝부분을 빛나게 해서 어두운 장소를 밝혀줍니다. 1번.
Lumos,
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me.
난
It
천진가다.
does follow the light.
일어나는 네? 잠깐만. 설마 약간 뭔가를 지킨다 뭐 이런 느낌의 아 미친 큐.
Accio. Descendo.
우와 교수님 역시.
Deposo. Expulso.
큐. 방어하라는데? 적의 공격을
Levioso.
어떻게 방어하지? 와 타이밍에 맞게 해야 되는 건가? 야 너 뭐하냐? 이거 아니 약간 나한테 마법진 같은 게 뜬다. 그때의 방어인가봐. 야 나 계약한데? 몇 대를 맞춰야 돼? 가까이.
Stay close.
아 이거 지팡이가 중고여서 그래? 나 당근해서 그래? 나 지팡이 사러 가고 싶다.
Professor? Professor Fig? Professor, where are you?
나 한번 사러 가지
This isn't
않을까?
good.
자 1번.
Lumos,
오케이.
where am I supposed to go?
R.
What's happening? The wisps of
아
magic seem
마법을
to be
하나를
leading me
쓰면은
somewhere.
마법의 빛이 인도하는 것 같다고?
Revelio.
아 이거 얘네 일단 오 있어요. 뭐가 있어요.
Oh, that's where they're leading me. That glow again.
나 이거 또 해도 돼?
I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos.
해도 얘는? 아 여기
I need to align these statues with their reflections. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
야 근데 페린 좀 맛있다? 생각보다 싸우는 거 맛있네. 프로테고를 사용하는 중에 Q를 길게 눌러 스투페파이로 적을 카운터하고 기절시키세요? 예? 기절한 적은 추가 데미지를 받고 이는 금색 숫자로 표시됩니다. 흰색이다가 프로테그가 그거잖아. Q 방어 그거 아니야? 하는 중에 길게 눌러 미친. 노란색으로 뜨는 거 보이죠? 길게 눌러. 그냥 Q 누른 채로 길게 있어. 아우 잠깐만. 제발. 제발. 살려주세요. 안 돼. 타이밍 맞춰야 돼? 따라가자. 질주. 이건 또 뭐야? 교수님 보고 싶어요. 교수님. 교수님. 여긴 탈출. 우와, 여기가 어디야? 가운데 뭐가 있습니다. 약병?
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder...
다라이라뇨.
Follow my lead.
아, 기억을 보려면 얼굴을 이렇게 집어넣어야 돼?
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be
찰스
impossible to follow.
퍼스블레캠?
It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
어,
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that
그게
knowledge
나다.
and the
고대의 마법을 볼 수
responsibility
있는
that
자.
accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
어.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
눈이 빨개. 그치?
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's Vault.
And why are you here?
No need
What?
for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be
아, 저렇게
bygones.
작지 않아.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words
어떻게 얘 죽으면
wisely.
어떡해?
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant
안
access only
돼.
to one
너
with the
죽어.
key.
너
and-
그런 말 하다 너 죽어.
for traitors.
배신자?
Now, where were we?
본인 말을 안 들으면 다 배신자야?
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
뭐야, 난로 왜 이렇게 센데? 야, 뭐야, 차원이 다른데, 얘는? 문이 열렸다.
No way out.
아니 설마 에이 안돼 교수님 안돼. 교수님 귀여워.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
띠리링. 뭐야? 여기가 호그와트야? 이 열차 타고 오는 이 열차 그 열차 아니야? 해리포터가 탔던 열차? 나 입학한다. 우! 호그와트 레거시. 오, 왜 이렇게 들어가기 힘드니? 빠바바. 나 그럼 그 식당도 갈 수 있는 거야? 나 그 식당은 알아. 단말 코트 미션 뭔데? 그런 거 받는 사람이 있어?
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony.
다행이다. 나 근데 되게
I'm
늑장
no
부렸는데?
expert, but-
바빴는데?
That seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
좋아요. 저 모자는 너무 웃겨.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
교장 선생님인 거야?
Fig, nice of you
블랙
to
교수?
join
블랙
us.
교수?
The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had
엄청
left.
개센 고블린이
If you're
있었다고요.
lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
우와 그 식당. 아 이게 기숙사마다 이렇게 줄이던가?
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
저 그거 하고 싶어요.
You're just in time.
녹색깔.
Have a seat.
녹색깔이요. 이름이 뭐더라? 저 검사했을 때 그거 나왔거든요. 슬리데린. 맞아. 저 슬리데린 나왔었어요. 검사하는 거.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions.
왜 내가 찔리지?
Certain expectations.
수업을 듣고 싶어. 탐험하고 싶어.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
여기서 이제 나오나?
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit. But your professors have a great deal to teach
왠지
you as
녹색 안 나올 것
well.
같은 느낌. 슬리데린.
I wonder. I detect something.
그러니까 슬리데린은 귀족적인 약간
A
이런 느낌
certain
아니야?
sense
싸가지 없지만.
of. What is it?
대담함, 호기심, 신의, 야망? 야망이에요? 야망인가? 야망 쪽으로 가는?
Is it ambition? I may seem single-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
그치, 원하는 거 해야지. 갖고
You
싶은 거
recently
갖고,
learned
하고
that you
싶은 거
possess a
하고.
rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
네, 말포이 있는 곳이 슬리데린. 수락하면 되는 건가? 교활하고 야망이 넘치며 권력에 대한 갈망으로 유명한 슬리데린 기숙사입니다. 난 좋아요. 난 슬리데린 좋아요.
You belong in Slytherin.
슬리데린. 저 슬리데린 옷도 있어요. 어머머, 오, 이렇게 색깔이 생기는구나. 그러게, 다음에 입고 오면
Oh,
되겠다.
and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
그 날개 달린 공 잡는 그거 아니야?
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether.
못하나
But
보다, 없다.
don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before
약간
classes begin
구현하기가 힘들었나
tomorrow.
보다. 그치?
I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance.
저는
It's lovely
밥을
to
못
meet you.
먹었는데요.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
위즐리 교수.
As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
나한테
Nice to
편지
meet you as
보낸
well,
사람
Professor.
아니야?
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my
Ah,
distinct
교감.
honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
저 바로바로
I can be
배웁니다.
quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
오,
Very well.
약간 머리랑
Aspiration.
피부색이랑 이게 다 겹쳐져가지고 약간 그런 느낌 드는 것 같긴 해. 원주민 느낌. 뭔 느낌인지 알 것 같아.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
아, 해리포터가 오기 100년 전이야? 지금이? 슬리데린 한 이유는 내가 그때 해리포터 그 홈페이지에서 검사하는 거 있잖아요. 거기서 슬리데린 나왔었어가지고 그냥 그거에 맞게
Looks like
했어.
everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
덤블도어가 9살이네. 오, 세상에 뭔가 이상한데? 이상해. 몇 명이서 쓰는 거야? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. 4인. 이거 다른 친구들 거는 뒤지면 안 되겠지? 먹는다. 여기선 할 게 없나? 오. 너무 개인 생활이 없는데?
I suppose some introductions are in order.
헬로. 근데 얘네 이미
Must be different. Starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
다 각각 친할 거 아니야. 이것도 먹어?
Can't imagine starting new school this late.
A little room, everyone. Let them through.
다 내 얘기하는데? 세바스찬 살로우?
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow.
아,
Glad you and Fig are all right.
소문 다 났네. 죽었다고. 아니 사람이 죽었는데 흥미로운 경험이었다니. 아니 이게 맞나?
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all
뛰어내렸지.
still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
뭐 읽고 있었어?
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
무슨 뜻이야?
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems
금지된
I
마법
may have
아니야?
met a
안
kindred
알려주는 거?
spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
꿀라. 여기 노래가 왜 이렇게 여기? 하이, 안녕하세요.
Might want to think that again.
There's simply too much information if you ask me. Surely it's not all necessary.
대박.
Next thing you know,
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
손주 두는데?
watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night.
Hi.
Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
비행 실력이 좋나 봐요, 되게. 그러게 네가 있었으면 좋았겠다.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
체스에 대해 많이 하는 거. 비행? 물어볼까?
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
나 빗자루 없는데 그것도 당근으로 사야 돼?
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
야, 재수없다 근데 얘 좀 말하는 게. 얘 말하는 거 좀 재수없어. 나 갈래?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
아니, 아까 걔는 안 그랬는데? 슬리데린 중에서도 완전 슬리데린이네. 오미니스 곤트.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm
너
Ominous.
눈이 무서워.
Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you
나 보고
certainly had a
있는 거 맞아?
memorable arrival.
나 보고 있는 거 맞나? 기억에 남을 만한 게 아니라 끔찍했다 봐야지. 내가 극적으로 등장. 이밥.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
그러게 눈이 안 좋나? 인어들이 휴게실 근처에 자주
Did
나타나?
that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
슬리데린이 될 거라는 거 예상했었어?
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin,
아,
one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts.
직계
Not something I'm
후손이라고요?
especially proud of, mind.
진짜 잘하는 거
He was
같은데?
obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
만나서 반가웠어.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
근데 슬리데린 자체도 다 좀 오는 애들이 다 혈통 있는 애들 아니야 거의?
Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
네네, 계단 옆에서.
I shall
갈게요.
never get my homework done.
혈통 좋은 애들 아니야 좀?
I suppose I'd be curious about beautification.
내가 느끼기엔 그랬는데. 약간 좀 있는 집 자식들이 좀 오냐오냐 커가지고 싸가지 없는 애들 모여있는 느낌이었어. 약간 내가 느끼기에는.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
두꺼워요. 읽어봐야 되나요? 학교 지침서 뭐 이런 건가?
What is it? It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any
얘가
questions you
캐스트
may
같은
have.
거 주나?
Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
오케이. 그 전에 이거.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
저기 궁금했는데.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
마법도
Do
알려줘?
keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
레벨링을 써서?
Revelio.
필드 가이드 페이지. 오씨. 켈피 조각상. 아일랜드와 영국 토종에 변신하는 물귀신 켈피 조각상입니다. 보통 긴 갈기가 있는 말의 모습입니다. 지금까지 보고된 가장 큰 켈피는 스코틀랜드 네스호의 괴물입니다. 아, 네스호. 저게 경험치가 있네. 필드 가이드 챌린지는 경험치 포인트를 획득하는 유일한 방법입니다. 뭐야? 이것은 마법사의 레벨입니다. 챌린지를 획득한 경험치를 레벨과 파워를 증가시킵니다. 필드 가이드에서 현재 챌린지 진행 상황을 추적할 수 있습니다. 이거를 선택하세요. 첫 번째 가이드 페이지를 수집하여 새로운 챌린지 카테고리를 잠금 해제했습니다. 앞으로 모험을 통해 잠금 해제되는 새로운 챌린지들은 여기에 표시됩니다. 아까 한 개, 탐험도 있고 퀘스트, 전투, 필요의 방? 제일 오른쪽에 있는 게 필요의 방인데 뭐지? 각 챌린지에는 티어가 존재합니다. 외형부터 중요한 업그레이드까지 티어를 완료할 때마다 다양한 스페셜 보상이 잠금 해제됩니다. 오, 안경. 메뉴에서 받을 수 있다고 하는데.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
헉, 찾아보기 너무 힘든데요. 일단 아까 받은 거. 이거 하나가 더 있어야 받는 것인가? 컬렉션. 나중에 한번 싹 봐봐야겠는걸? 이 머리 하길 잘했다. 역시 뒷모습만 보는군 거의. 근데 여기 왜 이렇게 뿌였냐? 연기 가득 찬 것처럼 왜 이렇게 뿌였냐 이거. 환기 좀 시켜야 되겠어요.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames
빠른 이동?
to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
빠른 이동 포인트인 플루불꽃을 발견했습니다. 지도에 있는 발견된 플루불꽃을 사용해서 언제든 빠른 이동을 할 수 있습니다. 호그와트는 크게 두 구역으로 나뉘어집니다. 지도의 왼쪽은 학생들과 교수들이 지내는 공간으로 휴게실과 연회장이 있습니다. 왼쪽. 계속하려면 중앙계단 지역을 선택하세요. 이 보기에서는 해당 지역에서 사용할 수 있는 플루불꽃을 볼 수 있습니다. 초록 플루불꽃은 자신의 기숙사 휴게실을 비롯해 발견한 불꽃들을 나타냅니다. 회색은 미발견 불꽃 위치. 오른쪽 구역은 천문학탑, 도서관, 온실 같은 교육과 관련된 시설들이 자리 잡고 있습니다. 여기인가요? 위즐리 교수가 당신을 위해 중앙홀 플루불꽃을 잠금 해제했습니다. A, D로 지도를 돌리고 스페이스바로 중앙홀 플루불꽃으로 빠른 이동을 하세요. 이렇게?
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Wow.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
호그스미스? 뭔가요?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
맥주? 나 맥주 먹어도 돼? 어둠의 마법법은 방어법은 뭔가요?
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard and a talented teacher.
알겠습니다.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
화장실 귀신은 지금 100년 전이니까 있나요, 없나요?
As to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
비밀로 하자 그러지 않았나?
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig.
말하려고 했어도 와서 막았을라나?
You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
수업 끝나면 오래. 힘드네.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
제가.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
마법? 지도에서 사용 가능한 퀘스트를 추적할 수 있습니다. 이런 문양이 주요 퀘스트를 완료하면 스토리를 진전시킬 수 있고 새로운 기능이 잠금 해제됩니다. 일부 퀘스트는 마법 및 레벨 필요사항이 충족되지 않아 잠겨 있습니다. 자물쇠 표시로 되네요. 이 경우 필요되는 레벨에 도달하거나 퀘스트를 활성화하는 데 필요한 주문이 필요합니다. 교수의 과제를 완료하거나 퀘스트 보상으로 새로운 주문을 배울 수 있습니다. 계속하려면 마우스로 사용 가능한 퀘스트를 추적하세요. 여기 있다. 어둠의 마법 방어법 수업이랑 마법 수업. 방어법. 추적.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've
길치도
quite a day
걱정 없다.
ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
오케이. 오! 마법 나침반? 이거야?
Did you get your this room from Pippin?
열어주셈. 오, 되게 친절하다 이거. 오.
I've always said that travel broadens the
그냥 이
mind.
근처에만 가도 활성화가 되는 건가? 보조 퀘스트를 진행할 수 있습니다. 깃발로 표시된 호그와트 지역이나 전 세계를 탐험하며 진행 가능한 보조 퀘스트를 발견할 수 있습니다. 메인 스토리 진전에는 영향을 주진 않습니다. 그래서 이렇게 누를 수 있다 그랬고. 오.
Nice and warm.
우와. 뭐야 얘 왜 이래? 무슨 마법인데? 입에서 불 나왔는데 방금? 얘 유명한 애야? 쟤 너무 시끄러운데? 우와. 돌려. 저게 요정이라고? 오케이. 좋습니다. 수업실. 교실까지 빠른 이동 가능합니다. 오.
Is that all you've got? Well,
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle.
단순함의 중요성.
Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
오케이. 배워보겠습니다. 쭉. 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 기초.
Levioso.
기초가 중요한 거지.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
저 편해 보이는데 마법 진짜? 침대에 누워서 다 할 수 있겠다 야.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
기분.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember,
2번인 건가?
a
저
surprised
깃털 같은 거.
opponent is a weak opponent. Good. Now, well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
냐!
This can't be your first duel.
빵빵. 안 아픈가?
I do enjoy live duel.
Protego. Stupefy. Levioso.
빵빵. 자식아. 이 자식아.
Not bad for
떨어져서
a beginner.
죽었죠?
You give as good as you get.
아, 저 앞머리 마음에 안 들어. 재수없어.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I advise you to
나한테만
keep
근데
practicing whenever
잔소리해.
you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today.
선생님들이
I shall
나한테만
reach out soon with
잔소리해.
additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I'd hate to face
아, 얘
Professor
걔네?
Hecat in a duel.
아까 그 체스 옆에 훈수 두던 애 아니야 얘? 안녕.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
아들. 둘이 친구인가 보다. 안녕히 계세요.
Oh, I'm not
아서.
much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
결투는 좋아하지 않아.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
이거는 말해도 되지 않으려나? 경험이 있다?
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain
비밀 결투 클럽?
exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
수상하네?
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
얘랑 다니면은
Pleasure chatting with you.
이런저런
I'm sure I'll see you
일들은
soon.
많이 일어나겠다.
Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're
루칸?
interested.
시계탑 근처에
Till next
루카?
time.
짜잔. 미수령 보상이 있다는데? 어느 쪽으로 봐야 되니? 퀘스트. 전설급 글로브. 끼는 건? 인벤토리? 아, 장비. 나 받지 아닌가? 받지 않았어요? 검은색 글로브가 아니었던 것 같은데? 받았던 게? 오, 후드 입고 벗기가 있네? 이거. 외형 변경하기? 반장 조끼 교복. 중급 교복. 어린 학생들이 있는 표준 교복. 엄마야, 이게 뭐야? 이거 뭐야? 이거 잠옷 아니야? 아니, 이렇게 입지 말고. 아니, 무슨 소리라는 거니? 원래 무슨 옷이었지? 원래 이거였나요? 원래 이건가? 망할 뻔했네. 어휴. 머리 보고. 마음에 드는 게 영 없달까? 뭐 효과가 있는 것도 아니고. 아까 뭐 전설급 모시기가 있었는데 이게 다야? 여기 퀘스트에서 봐. 이거. 매형 보상이면은 아까 저것처럼 일단 뭐라도 껴놔야 그게 되는 건가, 혹시? 끼면은 여기서 외형 변경을 해서 이렇게. 근데 아무 효과가 없네. 그리고 마법 수업. 자, 다시 여기서 마법 수업을 추적을 해서 그리고 V를 누르면 된다 그랬나? 오케이. 길 안내. 개꿀. 이 노래는 화장실에서 나오는 노래. 백화점 화장실 아니면 하늘 뭐 무슨 공원 정원? 맨 2층에 약간 산책하는 그런 데서 나오잖아. 저 이름이 뭐였지? 어? 뭐야 미쳤다. 뭐야. 아니 이런 걸 숨겨놓네. 얘도. 바보같이 생겼어. 나 얘가 더 좋아. 아이고 아우. 바보같이 생겨서 좋아. 만지고 나니까 사라졌다. 오. 캐로베로스? 머리가 3개네?
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back.
여기는 그거 없어?
Speaking of astronomy, I'm surprised you're not
빠른 이동 하는 곳?
time he spent talking about a meteor car.
Revelio.
없나?
Professor Weasley's had some rather marvelous adventures.
How can one not touch Professor Garland? She's brilliant with plants.
And then the werewolves join the goblins
Oh,
and the
엔돌이. 얘 엔돌이 색깔 아니야? 아우.
Revelio.
여기 또 뭐가 있는데?
Fight! It's a bold attack! Was the minister a boot or the minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves! You'll
뭐야?
get us in trouble!
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves! Enough! You'll get us all detention.
장난 요정?
And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with
근데
Professor
문이 안 열려요.
Flack.
이거 어떻게 하는 걸까?
Revelio. Lumos.
돌리기?
Perhaps mind what you're doing there.
그러니까 유니콘 숫자가 8이라는 거. 아니 잠깐만 아니지. 얘까지 해서인데? 돌리다 보면 되지 않을까? 돌리고 열고 돌리고 열고 돌리고 이게 맞냐고? 이거 아니야? 안 되네. 뭐 어떻게 하는 거지 그러면? 돌리는 게 이거밖에 없는데? 여기도 있구나. 얘는 모양이 다르다. 그러면 얘가 첫 번째 거고 얘가 두 번째 거네. 여기 삼각형도 모양이 다르니까 얘가 첫 번째 거다. 중간이 합이지 않을까? 그러면은 얘는 2여야 되는 건데 2라는 게 이게 이 순서대로인지 모르겠네. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? 이렇게 순서인가? 그럼 얘가 2면은 만약에 얘가 2면은 6짜리를 한번 해봐야 되는 거 아닌가? 저 모양? 저게 뭐지? 집게인가? 집게 같은 걸로 이건가? 이거다. 얘 뭐야? 일단 이걸로 한번 해보고 저 무슨 동물이에요? 여기 그럼 유니콘. 아까 유니콘 있지 않았나? 어라? 잠깐만요. 유니콘이 아니라 유니콘으로 해야 되지 않나? 나오는 게 달라졌어. 잠깐만, 이거 건드리면은 혹시 바뀌나? 아닌데? 이것만 나와. 반복해서 나오지 않아요? 근데 아까 나 유니콘을 봤던 건 착각인가? 착각인가? 착각이었던 것인가? 아씨, 이거 하고 싶은데. 근데 0이라는 것도 있잖아. 여기부터. 그러면은 얘가 부엉이가 0일 수도 있지 않을까? 얘가 부엉이가 맞아? 두꺼비인가? 얘가 0. 그럼 이거일 수도? 0부터 따진다면은? 그러면은 여기에서는 도마뱀이 왜 도마뱀이 없지 여기는? 근데 한쪽만 해서는 아니잖아. 물음표를 어떻게 알지? 두 짝을 다 맞춰야 되는 것 같은데. 됐다! 이 다음 거였네, 여기. 그러면은 그게 맞나봐. 얘 여기서부터가 0인가봐, 0. 여기가 0인가봐. 0, 1, 2 해서 여기 2 하니까는 0부터 해가지고 나 아까 계산을 잘못했나 본데? 해골이 유니콘이 맞나 저거? 저 뭐지? 레벨리오. 오렌지색 도롱뇽 눈고글을 얻었다. 오렌지. 잠깐만. 저게 그 죽음을 보고 보이게 되는 동물이 저게 걔야? 이 효과가 방어력이 있네. 매형을 끼고 이걸 하면 되지. 이건 또 뭐야? 세상에. 세상에. 이렇게 하면 되는 거잖아. 근데 안 하고 있는 게 제일 낫냐, 왜 이렇게. 약간 이런 게임들은 항상 뭐랄까 꾸미는 거가 마음에 안 들어. 내 감성이 아니랄까? 너무 외국 감성이랄까? 그쵸? 여기도 있네요. 컬렉션이 업데이트. 소형 테이블? 컬렉션은 또 어디 컬렉션인 거지? 여기에서 수집한 구연물체. 구매할 수도 있고 일부는 나비 근처나 사육장 안에 숨겨져 있기도 합니다. 이런 거 다 모으기 개빡세겠다, 그쵸? 엄청 돌아다녀야 될 것 같은데? 오, 다 했겠지? 여긴 뭐야? 레벨 1 자물쇠? 자물쇠는 어디서 구하지?
Revelio.
나 수업 들으러 가야 되는데 잠깐만. 수업. 자물쇠가 필요하다니까 어디서 뭐 사거나 구할 수 있는 거 아닐까?
Here. Behind you.
나사이 오나이?
There is an open seat here.
이름 되게 특이하다.
Thank you. Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But
517페이지?
before we begin,
왜 이렇게 두꺼운데?
can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
정신이 없는데,
I
너무?
am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
아시오. 아시오. 아시오.
Accio. That is not bad.
난
You are
천재지.
a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice.
상대방이 그럼 무게를
Keep
들고
at it.
있으면은
You
그걸
might just
뺏는
ravel
건가?
Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot
나가요,
of
우리?
fresh air. After me.
야외 수업이네? 아, 그 무기 뺏는 건 또 따로야? 저거는 그러면 언제 쓰는 건데?
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
우와! 점수가
So why
써져
don't we have our
있어.
newest student start us off?
바닥에. 아시오 하는 건가, 혹시?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you
곱스톤이
will. But
뭔데?
instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to... Very good. Not to worry.
떨어뜨리면 안... 아, 최대한. 오케이. 지금, 어려운데? 어디서 멈춰야 되지? 30에 멈춰야 되나? 빠른데 좀?
Excellent. Happens to the best of us. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
대결인가?
You'll be the blue
나
just
사이턴
as
뭔데?
before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
나 파란공. 하기 싫어하는 게 너무 보이잖아? 아휴, 알겠어요. 약간 이런 느낌. 아, 되게 유지를 길게 안 하네. 아, 미친. 왜 이렇게 뭐야. 나 하기 싫은 거 아니었냐고.
That is how it's done.
아, 짜증. 짜증. 아.
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it?
나도.
Splendid.
근데 나 생각보다 느리게 했는데? 어떡해? 쟤 너무 잘한. 혹시 떨구는 거 가능? 불가능인가?
I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well. Quite impressive.
떨굴 수 있었을 것 같은데. 잠깐만. 여러분, 나 믿지? 동점으로.
Very good.
동점 우승부.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
잠깐만, 상자가.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
저게 걸리면은 멈추나?
Settles it all.
Be sharp.
떨어지.
I thought I had that.
그러니까 저길 무조건 지나와야 되네. 지금 오케이, 알겠다.
Excellent control there.
Watch this.
못하죠? 개 못하네. 이걸로 할래. 이건 좀 헷갈리는데, 잠깐만.
Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
너무 빨랐다.
Let us see this.
잠깐만, 이렇게 되면 어떻게 되는? 잠깐만, 내공. 잠깐만, 야. 이게 떨어지면 그거네, 점수가.
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
그치.
Nicely done.
내가 이겼다.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
웬 갑자기 로딩? 오,
Class is
뭐야?
dismissed. Gather your
수업이
things
벌써
on the way out.
끝났어요? 개꿀인데?
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here.
난 천재니까.
It gets easier, I promise.
이해해주는 사람이 있어서 기쁘다. 지금도 잘 적응하고 있어.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my fourth year.
아, 뭐야, 얘도
My
늦게
mother
왔네?
received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had
어머니가
left
교수직
Uganda
제안을
and were halfway
받아서
around the world at a new school in a new country.
와가두는 얼마나 커?
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world.
Oh.
So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
마법학교가 좀 여러 개 있군요.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question,
Wakanda.
but is magic the same there as it
Wakanda.
is here?
그건가?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
와가두에선 지팡이를 안 써. 오, 대단하다. 마법이 더 약하겠지는 뭐야?
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a
고양처럼
wand is just as
생각한다는데.
powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
오, 애가 좀 착하네.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking.
근데 얘네들 다 지팡이를 써서
but I am glad to be
마법하는
here at
거잖아.
Hogwarts.
그거 지팡이
I think
부러지면
Professor
마법 못
Ronan wants
쓰지
to
않았나?
talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
그렇지 않았어?
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
근데 뭐 해리포터인가
If you
누군가가 막 그거 지팡이 뭐
You'd be using it on
부러져가지고
clothing, to be precise.
테이프 감아서 쓰는 거
You know it
봤었던
won't
거
work on
같은데.
humans.
아, 그 론이야, 론?
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
개팍하네.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
근데 내가 말 거니까 둘 다 나가는데 뭐지?
A
나랑
word, if you would.
안녕하세요.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did.
그래도
I trust your first
대답하자마자
Charles
바로
lesson
나갈
lived up
필요가
to
있나?
expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
나 알아서 잘하고 있는데. 마법 수업 완료. 좀 있으면 레벨 3 되겠다. 그럼 이제 메인이 뭐야? 보자. 아, 퀘스트. 아! 끝나고 오라고 하지 않았었나? 그거 지팡이 사러 간다고? 이거는 그거고 비밀 결투 클럽에 대해서고. 근데 가능한 메인이 없다는데? 그러면은 이거 레벨 문제 때문에 안 되는 건가? 짠, 새로운 퀘스트가 있습니다. 생겼네요. 늦게 생기네요. 변신 교실 안에 있는 위즐리 교수 만나기. 따라란. 알아서 지금 추적이 들어간 건가? 네, 이게 레벨링 나중에 해야 될지도? 근데 메인 같은 경우에는 웬만하면은 다 바로바로 갈 수 있게끔 해놓지 않았을까 그래도? 아닌가?
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
나다?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me.
Samantha Dale.
아, 같이
I've been eager
수업
to meet
받았던
you.
애네.
You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
뭐야, 얘네들이랑도 다 말을 할 수 있네? 안 어렵더라고.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
쉽던데?
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
어렵다는 애 앞에서 내가 내가 재수없게 말을 해버렸구만. 아이고, 미안해라. 쉽던데 근데. 인성들인 솔직한 거라고. 오! 이거 그거 아니야? 수집? 이거 수집. 이거 어떻게? 아, 그 4번. 아시오. 됐다. 아, 저렇게도 날아다니는구나. 이걸 얻은 건가? 이거 주장됐다. 이거 완료됐다, 이거. 근데 호그와트 재밌는데? 좀 더 해도 될 듯? 이거 활성화된 거야? 아까 내가 누른 그건가? 여기가 아닌데 길이?
Revelio.
여기에 무슨 상자 같은 게 있다는데 뭔지 모르겠네. 이거 밑에 있는 건가? 여기는 화장실. 화장실은 저렇게 생겼구나. 네, 위즐리 교수 만나러 가는 곳은 내가 아직 한 번도 안 가본 곳이라서 안 되는 거 아니야? 에? 저 위에 있었다고? 움직인다. 고양이 왜 이렇게 많아요? 아우. 여기도. 길이 어디야? 근데 부엉이랑 다니잖아. 아닌가? 어디야? 아이고 여기도. 너 아까 걔 아니야? 아, 만지고 다니면 안 되는데 나도 모르게 그냥 계속 만짐.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels
아,
here
자꾸
than what
나한테
you told
캐내려고
me.
그래. 무슨 일
Isn't
있었는지.
there?
아니에요, 교수님.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
언급한 적이
Professor
있다.
Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
오케이. 마법약
Can you tell me
상점?
more about the potion shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
날 위한 제조법? 뭘까?
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
지금 말해주지. 올리벤더 씨가 정말 여기 있다고요?
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled
지팡이
wand maker.
만드시는
I would trust no one
장인분이구나.
else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to
저거
make your
나무도
first
엄청
visit to
많은
the
것
village with
같던데,
a
지팡이.
classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you
친구랑
spend
같이
time
갔다
with them.
오라고? 헉! 누구랑 가지? 세바스찬은 좀 싸가지 없긴 한데 재미있는 세바스찬이 있을 것 같음. 나사이 네티는 좀 노잼일 듯.
I'd
세바스찬이랑
like to
가자.
go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep
사고도
you
칠라나?
well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
아?
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory
불량배요?
local. Best to
해거리?
avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor
잠깐만,
Ronan's
말한 거
assignment,
보니까-
your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer and
만나는
3
거 아닙니까?
broomsticks.
아니 근데 갔다 와서 과제하면 안 돼요? 아이 너무하네. 아니 나 오늘 하루가 너무 바쁜데 갔다 와서 가면 안 돼. 좀 갔다 와서 과제하면 안 되나? 로넨 교수와 대화하고 첫 번째 과제를 받으세요. 과제는 호그와트 교수들로부터 퀘스트 형식으로 부여받고 완료하면 새로운 주문과 같은 보상을 받을 수 있습니다. 첫 번째 과제에 대한 보상은 수리 마법인 레파로. 이 주문은 다른 퀘스트를 완료하는 데 도움이 되기도 합니다. 수리 마법 레파로. 해야 되는 건데 이거. 이거는 그러면은 다음에 보고 올까요? 한번 상점 어떻게 생겼는지 궁금해가지고 했었던 건데 구경만 하려고 근데 과제하고 가라네. 여기 다음에 와가지고 한번 과제 끝나고 딱 끝내고 상점 가가지고 구경하러 갑시다. 내 지팡이 만나러. 좋습니다. 오늘은 호그와트 여기서 마무리하도록 할게요.